Hey y'all, look up Morley. So y'all, right now I am waiting for my brother to call back in. I just spoke with him. Y'all, I don't even know why. For some reason, I'm nervous about to talk to my brother on the phone. Yeah, so y'all might have my brother David Climons on the phone. He has to call in. He says he's gonna call me right back. And so I'm just waiting for that phone call to come in. If you are a viewer right now, can you give me a heart, a like? That's my brother. Hello?
Global Tel Link. Attention. The number that appears on your telephone when receiving a call from GTL Tel Link.
Myrrh.
Yes.
Hey, boy. Hey, Jaquay, I see that's on. Can you give me a heart if you can hear my brother's voice?
Did I call that too fast?
No, you didn't call back too fast. Hey, can y'all hear him? Boo said, hey, Dad.
Who?
Your son, Lil Davy.
Tell my son, hey, tell my son I love him.
He can hear you.
Okay, cool. I love you, boo. How you doing?
He ain't finna respond. I ain't finna do no dad and son conversation on the phone now.
Just listen to me. Tell him I said, hey, and I love him. Ask him how's his mama doing. And is she feeling any
Boo,
better?
Myrrh, he can hear you.
Well,
Just say it to him.
boo.
He
how's
said,
your mama
I love you too, Daddy.
doing?
Pamela said, hey, Myrrh. Jaquay said, hey, Myrrh.
What's your way? Okay. I know.
Boo
Do I
might
need
not
to
be
tell her?
happy. So everybody knows that I'm live with my brother David Climons. Y'all go ahead and share the video. Um, Comment, like, ask questions, whatever you want to do. My reason for being live with my brother is to somewhat bring awareness to our city about what our kids are doing, what they're going through, about the impact that it has on family when family has to leave. I just want to enlighten everybody. So go ahead and share this post. Get your family on. Get your cousins. Call everybody. Text them. Email them. Tell them that I'm doing live with David Climons from prison, and he's just gonna share with you his heart about where he is, how he got there, um, about just everything. So right now we're just gonna have a conversation, and if you all want to ask questions or say hey, if y'all will, I'll try to make sure that I relay the message. But y'all know if I read and talk at the same time, I'm probably gonna get thrown off. So David.
Yes, I love you, Willie. Yeah, I love
Be
you so
quiet, boy. I
much.
love you too. Um, David, tell me what would be, tell me what is your heart right now about where you are and what you've gone through, and I just want to know what your heart is as far as like right now what our kids on the street are doing, and about trying to encourage them not to come where you are.
First, I would like to thank Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, for
I
giving
wasn't did the intro.
me this opportunity to do this and to speak with this and to make this possible. But right now, where my heart is at is I made a lot of mistakes and on the street when I was out, and I wasn't living right, and I actually thought what I was doing was the right way of living. I thought I was living for my mom and my sister, my family, my loved ones, but I wasn't. It was actually a selfish act. And there's a lot of people out there now doing the same thing, but they thinking it's right. It's not right. Life before prison, I was actually lost. Being honest, I was lost. And I encourage the people out there that's doing the same thing I'm doing to find something to live for, bigger than themselves. No, I'm not preaching to you because a lot of people understand, but just find something to live for. If you find something to live for, your life will change. And change is not just following the rules. Because the rules change. If the rules change, you don't change with the rules. Basically, I say just find something to live for. But if you have any questions, just comment on my sister's Facebook page and let me know, and I'll respond to them. But right now, I was reckless, but God helped me change my life. Nothing that man did, nothing that I did. God helped me do it. Because when I came to prison, I was doing the same thing when I got here that I was doing on the street. It's just like changing locations. And once I realized the hurt that I was causing my sister, my kids, and my mom, it hurt me. Things had to happen for me to change. I'm glad that they did, because I know if I hadn't came to prison, then I would be either probably the worst situation or probably dead right now. My heart bleeds every day for the mistake that I made. I made an awful mistake by taking a man's life, and there's no limit on the remorse that I have for that. You know, I pray every day about the situation. I pray for his kids. I pray for his family. I pray for his loved ones just as well as I pray for mine. And I know one day, God, until I forgave myself for that situation, I know I wouldn't be forgiven. And I pray that his family and my family, because my kids, it hurt my kids as well as it hurt his family. And I pray that one day that they all forgive me. But if there's any question that you have, will you just let me know, and I'll answer.
Oh, I know you can hear that noise, Angel. I'm sorry. I'll invite people to the page. Like, man, I appreciate you sharing your heart with everybody. If y'all got questions, y'all can post them up and I'll ask them the question. Somebody said, David, your story could help a whole lot of kids and grown folks as well. Tori Battle said, "What's up, cousin?" Kenya said, "Hey, cousin." Sabrina said, "Hey, David." A lot of people said, "Hey" to you, but I would try to stay to the reason why I got you on the call. Like knowing that you had to leave your kids, what did that make you feel like?
Knowing that I had to leave my kids, it was a hurt inside that that I couldn't. Right now, I hurt for that because when I was out, I thought being a father was providing for my kids. I thought monetary gains was being a father to my kids because I didn't have one myself growing up. I had one, but he wasn't in my life, and he was out. And I thought, I did everything that I could not to be like my father, and I ended up being just like him, because I'm not in my kids' life now. And when I was out, I did what I thought was being a father. I gave and I provided. I wasn't never really in their life because the life that I was living, it caused me to spend a lot of time in the streets. I would come through, be sure they was all right, be sure they had money, but that's not being a father. If I could do it over again, I would rather be broke and not have anything and spend time with my kids and my family because right now, me being in prison, it's helped me in relationships with my kids and my family, but it also is pushing my family. I know some of them away from me. It's like I don't know them again. When I do get out, it's like I'm gonna have to know. We get to rebuild the relationship that we have all over again. And for my kids, I know they hurt, and I appreciate them. I appreciate their honesty. And the only way that we get through it is we're honest with each other, being open with each other. I appreciate what they're doing for each other. I appreciate the relationship that they have without me because I think they all are doing good in their life. And, I appreciate my sister, first and foremost, and my mom for filling in the gap for me. Because they have did an outstanding job doing that, and I commend them on what they have done. But if I could do it all over again, I would rather be in my kids' life and be in my family's life than be in the streets.
So
I thought money was status. Money ain't nothing.
I agree with that. Octavia Riley said, "Hey, David." Boo said, "We love you, Daddy." Roger said, "Hey." Alicia said, "Hey." Rashid said, "That goes back to what was said earlier. We have to teach our kids there is more to life, more to live than having money and nice things." LaDavian said, "I'm all right, Brown." So, Boot, that's what Boot said. He said, "You all right, Auntie?" Talking about me. Merle, as far as your relationship with women, would you have changed that?
Would I have changed now?
Like how many kids you got? A lot of them.
I have 8 kids, and
what would you tell your son right now?
What would I tell my son?
As far as having kids,
I would tell my son not to follow in my footsteps. With that, I would tell him to find a one woman and love that woman. That's not the way to go. I had a lot of issues in my life, and being honest, I used women to try to cover up the hurt and pain that I had inside. They all had different purposes. in my life. But I loved every one of them. And I would encourage my sons today not to do that. I would tell my sons to get one woman and love that woman through the hardship and pain. There's no perfect woman. There's no perfect person. He's not perfect and she won't be perfect. I encourage them to work through the hardship and the pain. That's what I would tell my kids. That's what I tell my kids. That woman treat that one lady just like they want their mother to be treated.
That's good. So, man, I forgot I was going to ask you. Do you feel like if you had if you had never went to prison, do you feel like that you would have ever came to this place in your life?
Being honestly, if I had never come to prison, I probably never learned the true meaning of living a godly life. I would never honestly be in my life where I'm at right now if I had never came to prison. That's being honest. It's like I said before. God put people in places for different reasons, and he put me here to do that. Right now behind these walls, I'm a disciple maker. I encourage God, find God. That's what I do each and every day. I let God's the head of my life. God is the head of my decision making.
So what made you decide to choose God, though?
You know, I tried a lot of things in my life. I tried drugs, I tried women, I tried, just different things. And none of it worked. All of it failed. I even tried me, man,
What? You tried what, boy?
I tried, man, like me, depending on me.
Oh, I just had to get that clear.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Please get that clear. But understanding now what building a relationship with God is really like, it's awesome. I wouldn't be in my life. I wouldn't be at the point in my life right now if I had never came to prison. And I know without God, that's who's carrying me each and every day through my current circumstance and situation.
That's what's up. Hey, somebody got a question. Your cousin Tasha said, what can you tell a single parent raising two sons on how to keep them from going down that path?
What could I do? What now? Tell a single parent
that has two sons and you're trying to help them not go down the wrong road?
For one, the parent, for one, have to live a godly life. You can't encourage your son or your daughter to do something that you ain't doing. That's hypocrisy. And it takes time, it takes love, it won't be easy. Hardship will come in every situation. It won't be easy. But she had to stand firm in what that she believed. Proverbs 3:5-6, trust in the Lord with all your heart. It ain't not your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him. And he will direct your path. So I encourage that person to trust in the Lord and let him guide her or him in all their decision making.
This call is subject to monitoring and or recording.
I need to holler at you before this phone up. I love you.
I love you too. So I'm gonna read you the comments. Jazz said I love you. Boy, I can hear you. Kim said, hey, you need to call you black another day.
Jasmine, why you didn't email me back?
But we ain't got time for you and Jad no conversation.
Yes, that's why she didn't email me back.
Angela Hatcher said, hey, David. Pam said she miss you, girl. And good to hear your voice. Tiffany Clemens said, tell him I said hey and I love him. Your sister said hey. Noonie said hey. Rashida said hey. Tasha said hey. Keisha said hey. Y'all, I'm just glad. I just wanted to get my brother on the call tonight, man. Just to let your children hear this. Mer, what would you do? You encourage anybody's child to come to prison?
No, this is not, prison is not the way. It took prison for me to get myself together, but this is not the way. Prison is more, is bondage. It's like modern day slavery. But me, what I chose to do, because people that come here lost, everybody here don't find themselves. I chose to educate myself. I chose to do, to stay private, even though my situation wanted me to be nigga. I chose to stay private. I've gotten, for one, I furthered my education in here. I've taken numerous classes to better myself. I really found out who I really was in prison, because I didn't know.
Who are you?
But to encourage people to come to prison or thinking this is the way, it's not the way. I found out who God really want me to be in prison.
Who you? Who you, David? Who this Ninja Turtle?
Who am I?
Yeah, what did you find out? Who God wants you to be?
15 seconds.
God wants me to be a disciple maker, maker of men. That's what God wants me to be. That's what God chose me to be.
That's
To
awesome.
build His kingdom. That's what God wants me to be.
I'm proud of you, man. I just calling in for letting everybody for sharing your life with everybody. I just appreciate it, man. I just want to bring awareness to Plano City, man. This is not the right way our kids go in. I miss you. I love you, dude. You probably got to call back home. Don't be coming back a lot of times. I'm trying to tell you right now. Don't you be calling back all the time. I'm just playing well. But call back home if you got to call back home so we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Tell everybody bye and you love them. Code 10. David already went out. He already hung up. Hey man, thank y'all for tuning in. Just want to share my life with y'all, man. We gotta do something, man. We gotta do something. I'm telling you, like when I get them phone calls, y'all. Normally, when I get them phone calls and our phones say you have a collect call from my mama, cut the food like my mama cut the food every time like it's the first time whenever my brother call home. Like on Sunday morning, he normally call home on Sunday. Y'all, that phone say, you have a collect call. She'll be like, there go my baby. My baby on the phone. I'll be like, Mom, we just talked to that dude last Sunday. Like, chill out. Just chill out. Like, that is the difference. Like, one time, my brother called home. Y'all, and he was playing, him and the dude was playing because he was on the phone. A dude said something about putting a bag over my brother's head. They were playing. Y'all, they were playing. When I tell you, hold on. Yeah, but when I tell y'all, my mom crying, like I ain't